Hey, Steve Waldron here. I'm so thankful you're with us. I'm going to be talking just a little bit about my journey through the Cultural Background Study Bible. Things I like about it, things I don't like. Now, I'm trying to read every note in here. So I'm only on page 35, which is Genesis 12, it looks like, in here. But a whole bunch of stuff at the beginning, like, all kinds of stuff, quick start guides and all this kind of stuff. And so I'm having this fascinating time reading ancient text relating to the Old Testament, the chronology, which I really love their chronology, major background issues from the ancient Near East, the vault and the water above and below. So again, I'm on page 35. So this is my journey to this point. And it's just packed full. If you've got one, you know that. Packed full, like a full page, 2-page articles with not even scripture on there because there's so much stuff. And things I like is I love learning about the ancient Near East, Mesopotamian history, Egyptian history, Sumerian history, Akkadian history, Babylonian, Neo-Babylonian, Hittite, Hyksos, on and so forth. And it is fantastic for that. The thing that I would say I have to watch, and your mileage may differ, but what I have to watch is it's constantly bringing in these Babylonian, ancient Near Eastern customs and thought processes and saying this is what this influenced the Hebrews, this influenced Moses, this influenced what Moses was writing, this influenced Abraham, the Tower of Babel episodes, it goes into this great thing on ziggurats. I really enjoyed that. But it says, a top that may reach to heaven. They would say, well, they were trying to make a way for God to come down, not for them to go up. Well, I've kind of heard my whole life they were building this tower top into heaven to kind of keep away from another flood. They would say, well, that's not necessarily true. They don't even mention that, I don't think, in that part. It gives some good stuff, like on Ur, it gives some really good stuff of Ur the Chaldees, but then kind of, makes some nebulous statements. So I do think the Bible is unique, and I understand like cultural backgrounds. I totally get that the Bible was written in a particular cultural background. I've loved like Ruby Martin's class, Manners and Customs and Bible Lands by F.H. White there at Indiana Bible College. What a wonderful teacher and saint and Christian Sister Martin was. And she's gone on to her reward. But that's more like, shepherding practices, other things. Now, ancient law codes, like the Hammurabi law code, like Abraham marrying his sister, his relationship with Lot, his relationship with Eleazar, his steward, and all that. So, in my opinion, you kind of have to pick and choose in the study Bible. And it's also know this, I'm a young earth creationist, and if you are, it is definitely not written from a young earth perspective. And it makes some assumptions about Hebrew cosmogony that I'm not positive the Hebrews believe, because, I've read Genesis many, dozens of times over the years, I don't know how many times, and I've never gotten this cosmogony of that the earth's not spherical and that the stars and everything are just hanging on a molten glass and the sun is revolving around the earth and all that. Maybe I was letting my preconceived ideas get in the way of that. I'm trying to read it honestly and objectively. But that's just some of the things. Overall, it serves a purpose for me doing the Biblical Archaeology Today podcast. I love it. It serves a great purpose. I guess my only thing in journeying through it is I'm not sold, at least to this point, that you can say Abraham did this because the Mesopotamians or the Canaanites were doing this at that time. In every instance, there'll be certain instances like Genesis 24 where that's happening, the negotiations for property, those type things, wealth with cattle and all this. But the other times that I wouldn't see the correlation. And but then it makes some fascinating points. Like they would say Abraham is unique in the ancient world where his personal God becomes a national God, a nation God. It has things about clan deities. So I mean, I think overall the information is phenomenal, and I don't know where else to get this information in this concise, wonderful form. That's the beauty of study Bibles, is you have to distill everything down to fit it into a Bible, that you just get the best of the best information. So this is my journey through the Cultural Background Study Bible. Again, your mileage may vary. I look forward to hearing your comments about that. And I do intend, as I read through it, I'm like this, it's like chopping down a tree to me. I read 600-800 page books, sometimes multiple times, but I just have to do it a little bit at the time. And sometimes it's not every day. Sometimes I'll read other things. I have to be in a certain mood to read this page, 2 page, 3 page. And then sometimes I may do a few pages at the time, even above, and then we go a few days without it. But eventually, there's 365 days in a year, you get through it. So God bless you. I'll talk with you later. Thanks for being with us. Put it on social media and check out our other videos. Love you. Bye.